IPF World Classic and Equipped Bench Press Championships. Presented by Lacone SVD, we are live from Austin, Texas. This is day 7 of the competition, and we are through to the equipped part. We've had the equipped masters this morning in the lightweight classes, and these are the juniors and sub-junior men in the 53 kilo, 59 kilo and 66 kilo class. So quite a lot to keep track of today. My name's Joe Whiteley. I'm here all week with the one and only Gary Williams.
Yeah, this is the future of powerlifting right here, isn't it? The sub-juniors and juniors. This is where it all begins. This is where the experience starts, and they begin to grow their way into the opens for all those magnificent battles that we've been watching all week.
So there's a lot to keep track of here. You can see the running order on the screen in front of you. So there's the 3 weight classes and 2 age classes. So we've got 6 categories on the platform altogether. So if you can possibly go to goodlift.info to take a look at the live score sheet, it'll be a little bit easier to keep track of the competition. But we'll try and keep you informed as to who is in which class and where the battles are.
Bar is loaded with 95 kilos for Zachary Vandenberg of Canada.
We
17 years old, been competing 5 years already.
Now it says Kazakhstan, but I can see a Canadian lifter on the platform.
No, it's definitely Zachary
So
Vandenberg on the
this
platform.
is Zachary Vandenberg, Canada. He's going to open with 95.
Being handled by his father there. Oh, that's a great lift.
And it's a bit of a family affair
Yeah,
for the
it is.
Vandenbergs. Mum, dad and son all lifting at the World Championships.
That's an incredible experience to be able to share world championships
really
with your
is.
entire family.
There's some real family memories there. And that was a great opening lift for him. Mansurbek Muminov, Kazakhstan, 95 kilos on the bar. He's a 53 kilo sub-junior. 53 kilo is only a class only available to the juniors and sub-juniors.
Absolutely spot on the money.
Please raise the bar to 100 kilos.
That was a superb bar path.
So those were our 2 53 kilo sub-juniors, and we now move into the 59 kilo class for John Silvera, USA. He's going to open with 100 kilos. Steve Trensick is only moments off the platform
Yeah.
himself.
Yeah, he was just out there lifting not long ago. He's been coaching all week.
Yeah, that's a nice opener for John.
And the lift is good. Please load the bar to 105 kilos.
Really nice, really controlled, great press. So this is Hakim Hoshar Tursinbayev, Kazakhstan. He's looking for 105 to get past Silvera.
Yeah, it's pretty close in the 59s. And I think they're really going to have to think about the lift selections. I think if you miss a lift here, it's going to swap the places. And another great opening lift. Absolute. The bar path for an opening lift is just spot on the money.
There's some great technique from these young lifters here today.
Our lifter is Kajetan Link of Poland. He is 17 years old and has been competing 2 years.
Here's Kajetan Link, Poland, one of 2 Polish lifters we have in this flight. He's in the 66 kilo sub-juniors. 17 years old, 107.5 on the bar.
It's great to watch the
Wow.
juniors and sub-juniors, particularly the lighter weight classes, because they have to be so technically proficient.
Our lifter from the United States, Bryce Toops. Bar is loaded for Bryce. He is 19 and has been at it for 3 years.
Here's Bryce Toops, USA. 120 kilos on the bar. We have moved into the junior 59 kilo category for the moment.
Now, is he wearing an Inza shirt under that Inza suit as well? I think he may be. The bar path certainly looks like the bar path of an Inza.
Yeah, I can't see any markings on it at all, so I couldn't be sure. It wasn't a Super Katana. Most people wear a Super Katana. And I think the most common shirt we see is the low-cut collar.
Yeah, and if you are, if you are starting out in equipped powerlifting, trying a few different shirts is a good idea, because they do actually all work a little differently, have different lines, different bar paths.
And one of the biggest benches in the UK swears by an F6, which you would normally put a beginner in.
We don't see a lot of them.
Yeah. Nathan Williams on the platform right now for 120. Just a tiny bit of hesitation at lockout, but that's a good lift for Nathan.
Yeah, just needs a little, I think on his next lift you'll want to be getting a little bit more speed off the chest.
It was quite slow in the descent there. And while that's great to keep control of it, you really want to be bringing that bar closer to the chest, because you're holding that weight above your chest the whole time. Nicholas Caledonia, USA, 59 kilo junior for 125.
Oh, great opener.
Lovely.
That was a beautiful opener.
Has a long way to move up there. Might take quite a big jump.
127.5. Bar is loaded for Brett Falco, also of the United States. This is first year of competing, already at the World Championships.
We have 4 American lifters in this flight. Great to see the American juniors coming through on the equipped side. This is Brett Falco, sub-junior 66 kilo class, outlifting some of the juniors. 127.5 on the bar.
That's fantastic lift. I was watching him put his shirt on out the back, so he's not wearing a very tight shirt at all. He slid that on himself.
Yeah, you can see as he walked away, he was a little bit baggy around the shoulders.
Love to see what he can do getting into a tighter shirt later on as he develops.
He's a 21-year-old junior lifter in the 53 kilo class.
Ruslan Karimbakov, Kazakhstan for 130. In the sub-junior categories, we don't tend to have seen these lifters very much before. They tend to be quite new coming through, but I definitely recognise this name. And there's Ksenia Han, who was in a really big fight in the 84 kilo class the other day in the Classic Open.
Yeah, I think Ruslan competed in the Classic
I think
earlier.
he did. I think he did.
Oh, and there's a no lift. We've got 3 blue cards.
Yeah, there was some up and down.
For Turbold Otsirin from Mongolia. He's 22 years old and has been competing 4 years.
There it went.
Yeah, just push back on him a little bit.
It is very common to see that up and down at the transition point. Here's Turbold Otsirin, Mongolia for 135. He's a 59 kilo junior. Silver medal in this class last year.
Well, he did really well to recover that.
He just looked like he dropped it on himself,
Yeah, you
didn't
look at, we'll probably see it from the side. You can see when he got to the touch point, it just dipped forward on him. And there it moved forward. But he did really well to get it back in line.
He did.
Bar is loaded.
We'll see what he can do when he
Radoslav
can nail it
Dubicki
absolutely
of
perfectly.
Poland.
Radosław Dubicki, Poland. 147.5 on the bar. Looks like it's going to be quite close with him and Kaito Shiba.
Yeah, there's not much there.
7 years.
And Dubicki just a fraction lighter too, which is going to play into his advantage. Good touch, good line, plenty of speed off the chest.
That is a tough one, but this is quite common. I tend to, when I go out for my opener, I tend to leave my shirt set quite high to make sure I can get the bar all the way down, and it doesn't give you as much pop. So when you jack that shirt down and put more weight on, it often moves even quicker.
4 years of
So here is Kaito Shiba from Japan for 150 to move past Dubicki.
Now, he doesn't have a lot of arm movement in that shirt, so which suggests they've set it pretty tight.
Well, this is a big lift for a 66 kilo junior.
Sure is. He wasn't comfortable there, but he took his time.
There was probably some up and down movement
Yeah,
there.
I'm not sure it moved up and down or backwards. It was up and down according to the referees.
So if we can see that from the front view.
It is loaded and ready. Our lifter is Tarjei Duronas from Norway. Bar is loaded.
I know what you mean. I'd be taking a watch the jury there. It looked like it's stalled out. The jury are discussing it. It's a bit marginal. It's one of those calls that's just such a tiny
Yeah, and
infraction.
it can be very hard to tell sometimes. I mean, sometimes the bar shifts back towards the rack and mimics the up and down movement.
This is Tarjei Goranas from Norway for 152.5.
Oh, well done.
Yeah, decent opening lift there. He goes to the top of the table in the junior 59s.
Kilos for Zachary Vandenberg of Canada.
Which is going pretty well for your very first world bench.
Bar is loaded for Zachary. He opened at 95 kilos.
So here's where we are at the end of the first round, with Mominov leading the 53 sub-juniors from Vandenberg,
5-kilo jump.
Sorin-Baev leading the 59 kilos sub-juniors from Silverer, and Brett Folko is in the lead in the 66 kilo sub-juniors ahead of Link. In the juniors, it's Karimbekov. He's on his own in class in the 53s. In the 59s, Gironesi leads from Odshuren from Caledonia, and in the 66s, it's Dubicki from Williams from Sheba. And that took me so long I've nearly missed the first lift. It's Zachary Vandenberg, Canada, 100 kilos on the bar.
Well, that family, the Vandenberg family, has had a very busy week and a very busy day today as well.
Mamanov of Kazakhstan. This is a 5-kilo jump as well.
Next out, Mansurbek Mominov, Kazakhstan for 100 kilos. He is looking to move past Vandenberg on body weight.
That was quick.
The lift is good, and we have a battle
Really
between
quick.
Mamanov and Vandenberg.
So Mominov has the advantage of lighter body weight and higher lot number, and he also looks like he's got more to give.
Yeah, look, and his path down to his chest is quite speedy. I mean, it's not fast, but he's not wasting a lot of energy.
Here's John Silveira, USA, taking a 7.5 kilo increase. This will get him ahead of Tursinbayev, with Tursinbayev still to respond. He's a little bit uneven there. One foot's
I've
way
seen
back
a few
farther.
lifters this week setting up like that, and in South Africa as well, when we were there in Sun City.
Well, I think it's just an imbalance in the hips. People don't tend to be fully symmetrical. That was a great lift.
He is from Kazakhstan, opened at 105 and is jumping 5
And
kilos.
Silvera then goes past Tursinbayev. But here is Hakim Hoza Tursinbayev from Kazakhstan for 110.
Another quick lift.
3 white lights, it's perfect.
And I think he's just playing a smart game here. He's just staying ahead of the American lifter. Doesn't have to do his best. He doesn't have to break a record. All he has to do is stay ahead.
Yeah, and he's the lightest lift, so all he has to do is stay a little bit ahead. I'll be the last one to lift,
He has taken a 10
and I can put
kilo
whatever
jump
I need on for a
from
win.
107.5
So he can't just match Silvera because he has the lower lot number. So he has to do more so that he can go after. Kajetan Link, Poland, 117.5.
And the lift is good for Kajetan. Our next weight,
The technical proficiency of these young men is absolutely
Very
amazing.
impressive this session.
Bar is loaded.
And Bryce Toop's coming out next. He's 19 years
Bryce
old.
From 4th to 3rd place.
These shirts are hard to master.
Yeah, it is something that takes a lot of years of practice, and no matter how long you've been doing it for, you'll always learn something new.
Well, you win or you learn.
I like to think I'm a learner then.
Sometimes you do both.
Oh, that was great effort.
I heard the coach shouting, "Don't quit, Bryce," and he certainly didn't. That was a great lift.
And just waiting on the referee's decision on that one. I'm just waiting one of the lights there. And looks like we might have a slight technical issue, but there we go. We got the 3 whites.
We remain at 127.5.
Nathan Williams is out next. He's got coach Craig Coggle in his corner. And he's looking for 127.5. Probably can't catch Dubisky. Unless he takes quite a jump after this.
Yeah, I think he's probably just a little bit far behind. I mean, the size of jumps in a equipped bench depends on a number of things. Depends on the weight class. Depends on the experience of the lifter. And it depends on how that lifter trains as well. So it's all well and good throwing some weight on, but you've also got to be able to handle that weight. Good path. Needs to be a bit more explosive off the chest and chase it.
Yeah, you could see where he wasn't quite ready for the shirt to stop helping though.
Yep.
130 kilos. It is loaded and ready for Ruslan Karimbekov of Kazakhstan. Missed this on his opener. We would love to see him get on the
So here's Ruslan Karimbekov, Kazakhstan, for 130. I can't remember what happened with his opener. Did he just not press it?
I think it was, yeah, I think it was a fail to complete. Oh no, it was up and down movement.
That's right, that's right.
Wow, that was so much faster off
Yeah.
his chest.
And the lift is good.
And that's the key, isn't it? You get that speed off the chest, you get everything the shirt can give you, and you are ready to drive it home on the triceps.
Yeah, the speed off his chest on this is absolutely fantastic, and he was ready for it as well.
With this 135, bar is loaded.
Nicholas Caledonia, US, 135. And 10 kilos from his last, 125.
That is
Another good
strong
lift.
tip for Nicholas Caledonia. Bar is loaded with 140 kilos. Our lifter is Turbold Hotsirin of Mongolia. He opened up with 135, currently sits in third place, attempting to move into second. Bar is loaded for Turbold.
Here's Turbold Odsiren, Mongolia, for 140. He's in the 59 kilo junior category, and this will move him up ahead of Caledonia.
He's getting a little bit of fire from the platform on this one. He's running out there. And it does make a significant difference. How you approach the bar
sure,
makes an enormous difference to your
And he was also a
performance.
bit late.
Oh, that was quick, but I think it was.
Was there a wobble?
Yeah,
There
there
was a
was.
wobble. So a front view replay should show us the downward movement of the bar. The bar must go to lock out in one smooth movement.
He opened
It
up
can
with
stop,
127.5.
but it can't dip.
He moves to 142.5.
And there's the dip.
I wouldn't change too much on the second left. I'd just be
No.
having a bit more prepared to chase that bar up.
It's something it's something I do quite frequently.
Yep.
It's a very common fail in a shirt. This is Brett Folco, USA, taking a big jump up to 142.5. That was a
Oh,
bit
that was fantastic.
scrappy, but it was so quick.
The speed of that was phenomenal.
52.5. It is loaded. It is ready for Radoslav Dybicki of Poland.
It looked much smoother from the front. From the side view, it's a little bit all over the place. But this is Radosław Dybicki, Poland, for 152.5. He's in the lead in the 66 kilo juniors.
$152.5. That's a solid lift for a 66 kilo. We're well past double body weight on this one.
Oh, that's a tough lockout.
Oh, I think it's there
He
though.
locks it out.
It is.
Perfect attempt. Raised the bar to
Now, if we were watching this in
155.
classic, we'd be saying, "Oh, he's pretty close to the end
Yeah,
of the
he
limitation."
probably won't get anything else. But there's things you can do. So what adjustments would you make at that point, Gary?
Listen, I'll be going. So you go into the second lift. We might add another 5 kilos, maybe even another 10, depending.
Let's go.
But you'd want to be pulling the front of that shirt collar down a little bit, getting it a little bit
I
more
think so. I
jacked,
think that's what I'd do.
lifting the pec muscle up into it as well to get the compression.
Now, Kaito Shiba, Japan, has not got a lift in yet. He took 150 and he has gone up to 155. And again, in classic, that would not always be your best move. Quite often, if you're having difficulty getting the touch, a little bit more weight will help you out.
Yeah, communicating with your coach is really important here, because they need to know more than just whether you got the lift or not.
Very nice indeed.
Yeah, I think he's got it this time. And he has.
Kaito is on the board.
I'd be looking at putting a belt on him. You could really see that shirt slide up on his chest there.
Our lifter, Kaito Gronas of Norway.
So Shiba goes to the top of the 66 kilo class. And we have our final lift in the second round. And it's Tariai Gironas.
That's a big final lift too, 160.
That is huge. We're around 2.5 times body weight. And the reason he was held at the top there was because he was still in the process of putting his foot down on the bench. Won't get the command until they're happy.
Yeah, you knew that was going to go wrong as soon as it hit the chest there. He tried to correct, and rightly so, trying to correct for the touch pass. You can see it drop forward onto him.
Our next lifter is Zachary Vandenberg. We start third.
He tried to correct, but as he corrected,
It went over the top.
Yeah.
So, the question now is, release the shirt or add more weight?
it's a very difficult call. For me, it's about pulling that shirt down.
Sure. So Mominov leaves in the sub-juniors. It's Mominov in the 53s ahead of Vandenberg. In the 59s, it's Tursinbayev ahead of Silveira. The 66s, it's Falco ahead of Link. In the 53 juniors, Karimbekov leads. And in the 59s, it's Gironas from Caledonia from Odsiren. And the 66s, Sheba leads Dubisky from Williams. Zachary Vandenberg, Canada, 1:15 on the bar to take the lead.
Oh, he just got all out of shape at the bottom. He was doing really well to control that bar, but just as he got to the bottom, you'll see it here.
But you know, 17 years old, equipped lifters need a lot of experience in the equipment,
Yeah,
and that
just
will
shifted
come
on
with
him.
time. Which means that Mansabek Mominov, Kazakhstan, is already the sub-junior 53 kilo world champion. And he's added 15 kilos to his third attempt, but he's not covering the other lifter anymore.
No, that's
he
right.
knows he's won.
Yeah, just pushing it a little bit further beyond. And it's a really tough balance. The fragility of equipped bench press. You know, you've got to get the shirt right to match the amount of weight to match the athlete. And it's very easy just to not quite get the match up.
115 for John Silveira of the United
And I think as well there's a little bit of brinksmanship in that class. They were trying to push each other to be the last
Very
one out.
much.
So we are into the 59 kilo sub-juniors, and here's John Silveira to try and get ahead of Tursinbayev with 115.
So this isn't a very big jump on the standard of equipped lifting, and I think shirt management is actually harder with the smaller jumps. I find shirt management a lot easier with a bigger weight added. Oh, the speed off the chest
And he's
was
got it.
fantastic.
So Tursinbayev now needs to press 117.5 to get back into the lead.
Well, he's put the pressure on him. He's made sure he's got his list in and putting the pressure on Kazakhstan to respond.
This will move him from the silver medal to the gold. This is a big lift.
For the world title in the sub-junior 59 kilo class.
He will try to overtake John Silveira, who just went into first.
Easy.
The lift
Yeah,
is
that was a
good,
great
and we
lift.
have a new leader.
He's done very, very well.
Takes the gold medal in some style there. I think he had plenty left in the tank.
Our next weight is 130 kilos. It is loaded and ready. We have an attempt change. Hold up.
Attempt change is coming in now.
Change happening. The weight is
Trying to figure out who it is and who's next
Our
out.
lifter is Bryce Toops of the United States.
Okay, so a change for
There it is,
Bryce Toops.
135.
And he is going to take 135
We're in
to try
business.
to slide
Bar is loaded
past
for Bryce Toops.
Odsiren on body weight for the
He's
bronze
attempting to
medal.
go from
Yeah, he's
fourth
just trying
place
to
the
get one
bronze
foot on the
medal
podium there.
With 135. He will attempt to replace Odsiren for the bronze.
Not there today, unfortunately, but it was worth a try. Leaves him in 4th place.
Yeah, I think it was certainly worth the attempt.
It is loaded for Nathan Williams of Great Britain. He has 120 to his credit. This will be a 15-kilo increase. Bar is loaded.
So this is Nathan Williams. He missed 127.5. He's going up to 135. Doesn't affect his placing, but possibly it's a record at home.
It's such a slow descent, isn't it? And he's hit the wall there.
Just didn't get enough drive off the chest and didn't get enough out of the shirt, I think, to get that all the way back up to the top. It was a valiant effort and he controlled the weight really well.
Bar is loaded. This is a 10-kilo.
Yeah, just watching the replay there wasn't a lot of speed off the chest.
And that's what you're relying on, really, the speed off the chest to carry it all the way through until the triceps take it over for lockout. Ruslan Karimbikov, Kazakhstan, 140. He is already world champion in the 53-kilo junior category. Had a bit of a nightmare with his opener, nailed it on his second, adding 10 here. Now,
And it looks like no joy on his third,
if we
though.
get a replay from this, I think his right arm on the descent kind of stepped out of place. And I think that's why his right arm was... Yeah, there it
Yeah,
goes.
it really did, didn't it?
So that lateral shift really caused him trouble when he tried to press it out. This is Nicholas Caledonia, USA, 142.5 on the bar. He is in 2nd place and he is trying to defend from Odsiren.
And he gets 3 whites.
And he's happy with that.
And so he should be.
Racing around. He's doing a lap of honour around all the referees.
Link of Poland. He is currently your silver
He's
medalist
pretty happy with that.
He is. That's the happiest I've ever seen anyone to get a bench in.
This will be for the gold.
KTL Link now, Poland, 142.5. Now this is a huge jump, Gary.
Certainly is. And that requires a lot of adjustment to the equipment. It also requires the athlete to be well prepared for that sort of jump.
Took 107 for his opener, went to 117. This is 142.5, and that was
Great
just-
catch from this boy.
But we have the safety sets for all these athletes on this fantastic Eleiko rack we have, specially badged up for this competition.
And I think we've all, as equipped benchers, been in this position where the shirt
Yeah.
decides it's not going the way we want and it's going to go straight back into the rack.
52.5.
So here's Turbold Odsiren, Mongolia, for 152.5. Some big jumps here again. Opened with 135, missed 140. This is 152.5 to go past the Norwegian lifter for first place, with Girona still to respond. Oh, wow.
Big effort.
That was superb. Now, he did get a yellow card from the side ref, so let's get a side view of that.
155 for Brett Falco. Bar is loaded for Brett. He just made a 142.
His foot slid a little bit, but
Didn't seem
lateral
like it
movement
lifted,
is
though.
permitted. Didn't lift. Jury aren't interested, so that's a good lift. And Odsurin leads the junior 59s. So we're going to pay a quick visit to the sub-junior 66 kilo category with Brett Folko, already the world champion, looking for 155 to complete his day.
That is a monstrous lift in this weight class and age group. I think he's got it. He has.
Our next weight, 160 kilos, is loaded and ready. Hold up. We have an attempt change.
So we only have 3 lifts remaining. Attempt changes are now coming in thick and fast. So we'll see where they fall. You're allowed 2 changes on your final bench in a single lift competition, just like you are allowed in deadlift in full power.
Bar is loaded.
So this will be Radosław Dybicki, Poland for 157.5 to retake the lead from Sheba.
And of course, Sheba with 1 lift to go as well.
No, I'm not sure he really did anything wrong there. It just seemed a bit heavy.
Yeah, I mean, some days with any lifting, it's not a case of you getting anything wrong. It just didn't happen. His touch point was good.
Just couldn't get it through that sticking point. So Dybicki now takes the silver medal. And here we go. It's Tarjei Gironas, Norway. Missed 160 last time, so he can't take a lighter weight. Odsurin's gone past with 152.5. So he is behind on body weight, so he's going to have to press this 160 to take the gold. And I think he's got it.
I think he has. He has
He
3
has.
whites.
And his coach is delighted. Well, I imagine he's quite pleased too.
Please load the bar to 170 kilos.
So that is the World Championship title in the junior 59 kilo category for Tarjei Gironas.
Last lift of the session.
This is our final lift. It's Kaito Shiba, Japan, for massive 170 kilos.
That's huge. I mean, you've got to consider he weighed in this morning at 64.95. So we are almost approaching triple body weight.
He's already the world champion in his class. It's heavy. He's still grinding.
I don't think he's able to
No,
lock out that
it's
right
not.
side, though.
Yeah. It wasn't far off, Gary.
He was very, very close.
Let's hear it for Kaito. Sit tight. We're going to get some more.
Need to be a bit faster off the chest there, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, just couldn't get that right arm up. So Mominov takes the win in the 53 kilo sub-juniors. It's Tursinbayev in the 59 kilo sub-juniors. Falco takes the win in the 66 kilo sub-juniors, and in the junior category, Karen Bekov is the 53 kilo world champion. Gironas ahead of Odsurin ahead of Caledonia in the 59s, and in 66 kilo juniors, Sheba takes the win ahead of Dybicki and Williams. Hope you enjoyed that session. We have the medal ceremony coming up very soon. I hope you'll stick around for that. And then we have the junior and sub-junior women coming up very soon, and then we'll move on to the open categories later today. Join us then.
Let's give them a nice round of applause. These kids lifted outstanding. We begin with the 53 kilo sub-juniors. Our silver medalist with a 100 kilo lift from Canada, Zachary Vandenberg. And our gold medalist on a bodyweight decision, also lifting 100 kilos from Kazakhstan, Mansubek Mamanov. And if you'd all rise, remove your caps for the Kazakhstan national anthem. We move on to the 53 kilo junior category. Your gold medalist with a lift of 130 kilos, also from Kazakhstan, Ruslan Karambekov. If you would once again rise and remove your caps for the Kazakhstan national anthem. We move on to the 59 kilo sub-juniors. Our silver medalist with a lift of 115 kilos from the United States, John Silvera. And their gold medalist, just 2.5 kilos ahead from Kazakhstan, Kakim Koza Tursinbayev. I ask that you please rise, remove your caps for the playing of the Kazakhstan national anthem. We move on to the 59 kilo juniors. Your bronze medalist with a lift of 142.5 from the United States, Nicholas Caledonia. Our silver medalist with a lift of 152.5 from Mongolia, Turbo Oltsir. And your champion with a lift of 160 kilos from Norway, gold medalist Traidie Kuramas. And I ask if you'd all rise, remove your caps for the Norwegian national anthem. Congratulations, gentlemen. Outstanding lifting. We move onward to the 66 kilo sub-juniors. Our silver medalist with a lift of 117.5 from Poland, Kajetan Link. And our gold medalist with a lift of 155 kilos from the United States, Brett Falco. And I ask once again if you would all rise, remove your caps for the playing of the United States national anthem. Nicely done, gentlemen, nicely done. We move to the 66 kilo junior class. Our bronze medalist with a lift of 120 kilos from Great Britain, Nathan Williams. Our silver medalist with a lift of 152.5 kilos from Poland, Radoslaw Dybicki. And our gold medalist by a margin of 2.5 kilos from Japan, Kaito Shaiba. Now, I would ask that you to all rise. Please remove your caps for the Japanese national anthem. Congratulations, gentlemen. Great work. Lead them out, Steen. Let's clap our hands one more time for these young men. Great lifting.